Hey guys, welcome back. I'm joined again by Kit. If you just came from his bio video, welcome back in. We literally just recorded that. We're going to do a probate role play call here. I wanted you guys to see how Kit navigates a probate conversation. Now, what I want everyone to know is this is not the typical probate conversation. Frequently, someone will kind of have some vague interest or not. They'll hang out with you on the phone. Sometimes they're rude and they just hang the phone up. Sometimes they're more friendly than this. But what we want to see is how Kit navigates surprise responses. And I am not going to shut the conversation down at any point. I will be politely resistant to see how Kit is able to just navigate through that resistance and lead me to the ultimate goal that we have. Again, ultimate goal is either an appointment would be the top goal. I don't know where we're going to go with this call. The secondary goals are passing through a lead for you, the agent or the investor, to nurture. Tertiary goal, or the third goal, would be gathering contact information and at least being able to drip on that person with content. We have no idea where this call is going to go. I don't know what my responses are going to be until we get into it. So with that said, Kit, I will let you go ahead and start your probate call.
All right. Ring, ring.
Hello.
Hi, is this Bruce?
Yeah. Who's this?
Hey, Bruce, this is Kit. How are you?
Fine. Keith, who?
Oh, this is Kit. Kit, like Kit Kat.
Oh, Kit. Okay. Do I know you, Kit?
No, actually, I'm working with the Elite Estate Solutions. Basically, we help families who are going through the probate process, and we noticed you're the representative for the estate of John Doe. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Well, I'm really sorry for your loss, and I know these times are hard for you. Do you have a quick minute for me to tell you why I'm calling?
Yeah, go ahead.
Appreciate that. Well, our team offers a turnkey services that helps with the probate. We handle tasks like selling real estate, arranging estate sales, property cleanout, and other responsibilities you might not have time to handle. If you don't mind me asking, Bruce, like how far are you in the probate process now?
I just started a couple of weeks.
Okay.
Let
All right.
me sort of stop you there. I really don't think we need anything. We're in pretty good shape.
Okay. That makes sense. Well, it sounds like you weren't looking for any extra help today. In case anything changes for you in the future, do you think we could keep in touch? Can I give you my name and number? Do you have a pen and paper handy?
Yeah, hold on a second. Let me grab a pen. Yeah, go ahead. I got it.
Okay. All right. My name is Kit, and
Okay.
my number is 919-823-6662.
Okay.
You got it?
Yep, got it.
All right. I really appreciate your time today, Bruce. Real quick, before I let you go, can I ask, like, I know you're still in the mid, like what you said, you just started with the probate, but once the process is behind you in a few months, and I'm not really sure if there was a real estate involved with this, but if there is, were you thinking about holding on to the property long term, or is the real estate something you're leaning towards selling?
Well, the reality is we really haven't talked about it yet, so I couldn't really give you that answer.
Okay, but if you, it seems like there's a lot of you in this decision, but if it's just only you, what you say about this? Like, are you looking to sell it?
Like I said, I just don't know yet. I don't want to make that decision for the rest of us.
Okay,
Yeah.
understand that. Well, all right, Bruce. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to call you back. Is it okay if I call you back, to check back on you from time to time? Maybe in a few months when the process is already done, or maybe once you finish, talking with the family members and have a decision already.
Yeah. Yeah, that's okay. I don't think we're really going to talk about the house for right away. It's probably going to be a couple of months before we really decide on
Okay.
that.
All right. No problem with that. And this is the best number to call you, right?
Yeah, this is fine.
Okay. Got you. All right. Got you, Bruce. All right. Well, thank you so much for your time, and I will keep in touch in a few months. Okay.
Okay. All right. Sounds
All
good.
right. Thank
Thanks.
you. Mhm.
Okay. Bye. All right. Good. I feel like the ending fell off a little bit. You
Right.
could have structured the way that you were asking things or phrasing things a little bit better to probably guide me into something that was a little bit more strong. Up until that point, it was good. I'm going to give you a couple of things that I would address in your opening. So your opening 10, 15 seconds, you said, I'm really sorry for your loss. I know it can be a really hard time. But the thing is you didn't know if I was related to the person that you were asking about. So what I want you to do, instead of just saying, hey, I'm really sorry for your loss, I know it can be tough. I want you to say something more like, hey, if this was a family member, you have my condolences. I'm really sorry to hear about the loss. Okay, so if this was a family member, we in some cases we know because there might be a shared last name and a shared address or something like that, and sometimes you just know, other times you don't know. So if you don't know, I want you to kind of say, hey, if this was a family member or a close friend, I'm really sorry to hear about the loss. Okay. You moved into your unique selling proposition talking about us having a turnkey service. And that was good. That you kind of followed our regular unique selling proposition. I wasn't wildly open and receptive.
Yeah.
It was still short, but in my opening, I didn't like say, yeah, I've got time. It was kind of, yeah, go ahead. So you could tell that my attitude was that of kind of like, okay, whatever. So I'd work on shortening that up a bit. So you went through a relatively scripted version of that. If somebody seems to be pushing back on you or just uninterested, annoyed like that, you might want to say, basically, we have a turnkey service that helps with so many things with probate. It could be anything from real estate to estate sales and a lot more. Could I ask you? And then immediately go to your hook. So you kind of, I know you weren't reading, it's internalized for you, but I want you to have a short version of your USP that you're able to deliver when someone doesn't seem like they're really excited to hear what you do. Okay, so a shorter version or a shorter way to deliver that. You asked a good positive conversation hook. For those that don't know, positive hook is assuming someone wants to give you feedback that they kind of want to play along. So you said, hey, if could I ask how far into the probate process are you? That's fine. And I really interrupted you. You were probably gearing up to ask a binary question after that, but I interrupted. So it's one of the reasons why sometimes I'll go straight for the binary question where I give them two choices. Hey, are you guys just getting started with probate, or have you been going through this for a little bit? Now you're in control. My answers can't be, let me stop you there. That can't be one of my answers. I have to pick one of those choices. So I like to push a binary question where they have to choose one of my options. And then I might have another question to back it up. So are you just getting started, or are you guys been working on the probate here for a little while? No, we just got started. Okay. That's where most people are. Could I ask, what part of the process are you in right now? Now, all of a sudden, you're guiding that conversation a little bit more than just letting them shut you down. So I pretty much shut you down. You pulled the resistance away. Hey, I completely get it. Maybe we could keep in touch. I like it. I like basically everything that you did. It was really good. And then you got to your real estate question. Love the real estate question. You phrased it perfectly. Really powerful. I said, we haven't decided yet. And this is where you started to fall apart a little bit. You said, but, and I could tell you caught yourself. I said, hey, we don't know yet. We haven't really discussed it yet. And you said, but, and I could tell that you caught yourself. You were like, crap, I didn't mean to resist them or give them the impression I was going to correct them. So you kind of went, it sounds like there's several of you involved in that, and then you just motored right through it. When you say something like that, it sounds like there's several family members involved. You need to give it a half a beat or a heartbeat or two, to give them a chance to give you a response, right? And you just didn't give that. Had you done that, I'd have said, yeah, I've got to talk to my sisters about that, or I've got to talk to this family member about it. And I would have given you some information that you could use either on that call or on a future call. I would have given you some information that you just didn't get from me because you didn't give me time to respond to your empathic statement. So the "it sounds like" statement. At that point, and then you kind of immediately went after the hey, I know you guys don't know, but what would you like to do? You went after that. You need a little bit of space. So the way that would normally sounds is, hey, I completely get it. It sounds like you probably have to talk about that with several family members. That's an example of how I might make the statement. And then they say, yeah, I got to talk to my sisters, my brother about it. I got to talk to my niece, my uncle, whoever. And you go, hey, I get it. You guys probably aren't ready to have that talk yet. Listen, if I could ask, I know you guys don't know what you're going to do yet, but if you had your way, do you think that you personally would lean toward holding on to the house or selling it? So same question that you asked, a different lead in to the question. And it's probably going to get you a little bit more, a little bit better, more honest response than I gave you, because I didn't really have a chance to think about it. You just didn't really lead into it very, very great. Lastly, hey, maybe I'll just check back with you here in a couple of months just to see how things are going. In the meantime, if something changes and you're looking for help, could you give me a call? I tell you what, Kit, maybe what I could do is just shoot you some information. Does that sound good? Could I shoot you some information on what we do? That way, at least you know how to reach me and what we do if you needed help. Okay, so it almost sounds like it's an afterthought. Like it just dawned on me. Oh, you know what? Why don't I just shoot you some information? In
Right.
reality, it's all part of my technique, but I kind of bring it up like it's something. Would that be okay? Yeah, that's fine. Is there a good email address I could get for you? Yeah, here. Okay, perfect. I'm gonna have my business partner Bruce shoot you an email with what we do, probably a letter as well. And then what I can do is I'll just check back in a couple of months and see if I hadn't heard anything from you. I'll check back in a few months and just see if there's anything that you guys could use help with, or if you've decided what to do with the house. Is that fair? Yeah, that's fair. Okay, now you have a really good lead. Now you already have a lead. This person that I played is still a lead to pass through to your client. Still a lead. But it's just not quite as qualified as it could have been. Okay. So all in all, really good call. I've just over time, I've seen a really big improvement in what you've done. Just so you guys know, Kit is my ISA. So Kit's been calling for me as well. But with that said, I am going to go ahead and break.